When we actually started, it was just an afternoon event, and we had around 150 cars come from all around Australia, and I thought, wow. And my husband thought it was a one-off, but I always love a challenge, so we kept it going. The second year, we came out here to Valla Beach Resort, and it's been here nearly every year except for COVID, flood and fire. I eat, I dream, I sleep, I talk Volkswagens. And as my husband says, she doesn't even know what end of the car the motor is. But I just love a challenge. I'm Donna Pell. I organise the Volkswagen Spectacular, which has been running since 1984, and our last show was in 24. Okay, well, day one, usually people are arriving, booking into their accommodation. And you must realise a lot of people come early, which has been fantastic because now they've become our family and they're helping us set up. So the first day we usually go on a run. We might go to Bellingen, have morning tea, then we go to Dorrigo. Then the next day we do another run, could be Scott's Head, Southwest Rocks. Then we go over to Rally Raceway. Then Saturday morning, we all line up at Valla Beach Holiday Park in a giant convoy, and we go into Nambucca Head's Main Street. We close it off with the police and the council support and the New South Wales Fire and Rescue. They have a show and shine. We had approximately 450 to 480 cars this year, and I think there was 10 that couldn't fit in the main street. A lot of people didn't go because they realised they wouldn't fit in, or they felt their cars wasn't good enough. But we don't restrict. You can have the worst dog of the day or the car of the day. We don't mind, you know, as long as you're a VW or a VW fanatic. Personally, when I organise it, I'm probably not a very nice person to live with, and my husband will hear me get up all hours of the night and I'll go out and I just work because I do all the bookings, I do all the sponsorship. If I was honest, I'd probably put 5 days a week, every week for probably 6-7 months straight, and I eat, I dream, I sleep, I talk Volkswagens. But I just love a challenge. And then on Sunday, we have a show and shine out here at Valla Beach. Trophy presentations, our swap meets, which we've been so lucky over the years. We have so many great supporters. Some of those people like Andrew Dodd, Steve Muller, Dub Smith, Indian Automotive, Volkscare, Guy Harding, Shannon Insurance, Blaze Cut, Craig from VW Australia magazine. They've stayed with us right through the whole 24 shows that we've actually had, which says something for our show. And then Sunday afternoon we have our presentation of our trophies, which are always a one-off trophy we try to make. And then Sunday night we get the bottle of wine out and think, oh my God, it's finished again. I married Mark Pell from Nambucca, and he told me that I would never have to work in my life again. But we got a rude awakening. That's when we started a business, and then I became a workaholic and started the shows and continued them on. And then after a while, all these VWs came in and no one would touch them in those days. We're talking about the 70s. So my husband decided to specialise just in Volkswagens. And everyone said, oh, you're an ass, you know. Anyway, it became bigger and bigger, and the back of our yard was just full of Volkswagen wrecks. We had a wrecking yard, and that was when my husband decided to get into off-roading. And that's when he decided, oh, let's have a VW afternoon. And that's how it all began. So in those days we had this amazing man called Bob Davis. He was a rouseabout, but he was a graphic artist. So Mark says, hey, we're thinking of a VW show. Do you reckon you could come up with a t-shirt idea? And between them both, they came up with a single cab combi with a Beetle in the back. And they wrote it and everything. So that was going to be on the corner of the road. And then he did some t-shirt artwork. So the very first, here I was getting t-shirts made, not knowing if one person was going to turn up or 50. And it was just amazing, we couldn't believe. And there were every sort of type of VWs that turned up. So it was a pretty amazing day. Because in those days there wasn't Facebook or anything like that. I would assume that I would have got onto all the VW clubs, because in those days there wasn't many clubs, because out of that event, Port Macquarie, Coffs Harbour, we started a club here. Club VW Sydney started, all from that day. So that's when it all started. What would I do if this was the end? I honestly don't know, because I don't want to say it's the end. A lot of our challenges is that Nambucca and Valla is growing. And when we all first started, there was no residents, no one complaining about anything. The police led us in parades, it was fantastic. But over the years, as the town is getting bigger, the infrastructure is making it very, very hard for us to be having a show and shine in the main street. We've had to fight the council, the police over the years, but we've been very fortunate that we have had the hot rodders with us, because it affected them as well. And because our show's getting bigger and bigger, we will have to probably redirect the traffic somewhere else for our Saturday, which is, it's sad, but that's progress, I guess. The local people have been fantastic over the years. As a great example, when we were having trouble with the police and the council restricting our parking, the New South Wales Fire and Rescue assisted me personally, and we knocked on every house door and every flat and every shop that the street parade actually inconvenienced them. That was the word the council or the police used. And every single one of them was fantastic.
The Volkswagens are great, it brings in heaps of people, like you get to meet heaps of new people, really good for the town and really good for the cafe.
So it's wonderful for the town. It brings in so many more customers, and it's one of the Wild Terror Bakery's biggest events of the year and biggest days of the year. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great show and we love them every year. Oh, it's really sensational for business. They spend quite a bit of money in the town.
I'm local. I love it. It's fun. You get to, see all the really cool V-dubs and stuff, and it's great for business because, the tourists and stuff. And we always get new souvenirs, and it's been coming to this town for years, and I love watching it every year. So it's fun, and Steve, I'm sure he likes it since he moved here.
Yeah.
No, it's great for the town. Great getting people into the town, and the day is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great tradition for the town. It's great.
It's the best trading day that we have of the year. Yeah, no, we run a flash day every year, and we have heaps of customers.
The Volkswagen show is really good for the town, for the businesses, and it's excellent, appreciate it, thank you.
It's an absolutely fabulous show.
Well, our show brings in at least 200,000 or 300,000 And that's only when it's a weekend show. It's not just Nambucca, because we spend money in Barrowville, Maxville and everywhere. Everything's done locally. I do a welcome magazine, I get all the sponsorship, all our printing, and I have the local caterers, and all that money is spent here. My mind boggled how much money we brought to these areas. You must realise it's not all about me either. I might do a hell of a lot of work behind the scenes. I might get the wheels to roll, but I need a lot of volunteers. And my son Luke, he makes sure that like Rally Raceway's right. The days that we go out on the runs, he leads the convoys. And we're so fortunate, we've got a very large family. They bring their wives, their partners, their friends, and it's just like one big family now. And what I've found this year is a lot of our VW sponsors, they've come 3 or 4 days early. Hey Donna, what do you want us to do? And I think, wow, we've never had this. And that really is fantastic over the years, because we've got that friendship and they don't expect anything from it. Yes, our volunteers groups like our New South Wales Fire and Rescue, our Nambucca Lions, our Nambucca Rotary, our Shore Track, which helps underprivileged children to give them a start for life. They're there the whole week behind our scenes. That's why we have our charity auction and try to raise money for those groups. I like to hide at the VW show. I don't get out until the last 2 shows. Then my son's dragged me out and said, come on, you've got to come and have a look what cars are here. We stood up the top of Valla Beach Holiday Park, and I couldn't believe, I thought, when are they going to stop? You know, because when I'm in the office, I don't see those cars, I see people. And then there'll be a bit of a lull, and I think, oh, it's finished. But then another lot would come, and I think, oh, this is fantastic. And that's when I think it's great. That makes my day. Yeah. So what's the future going to bring for the VW Spectacular? Honestly, I don't know. Because it takes so long to unwind. You get deflated, you're exhausted because you've been running on adrenaline. And when people come in and say, oh, can I book in for next year? I say, oh, for goodness sake, go away, you know, let me get over this one. I think, when I go home, I think, well, that's good. They still want to come back, you know. So what's the future? I've told everyone, we don't know what the future's going to bring. I never make a commitment in that year. So we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what obstacles we've found this year. Valla Beach Holiday Park's got a new manager. So, you know, there's going to have to be a lot of discussions and see what the future brings. You know, that's all I can say. Hey guys, I really would like to say thank you for your support over 40 years, 24 shows. It's just been amazing to know everyone. And I see a lot of them on Facebook. I say happy birthday, they say happy birthday back. It's just amazing. Thank you guys. Is that all right?
We wouldn't have this event. I've been all over the world, and I haven't seen anybody work as hard for nothing as Donna Pell. Please give her a welcome.